Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I'm currently driving to work, and there has been fires for, I believe, 3 days, 2 days, 3 days. And I don't know, whoever lives here in California in the San Fernando Valley knows what I'm talking about. There has been fires. I think there's one in Silmar, another in Ventura County, another one in Santa Paula, and there was another one, I was just not sure, but the biggest ones I think was the one in Silmar. But it looks like it's clearing up. Today in the morning it was super bad. All of a sudden it started clearing up, so I don't know, guys. Hopefully, I'm praying that everything is fine, and a lot of people don't lose their homes. I know there was 11 houses that were burned last time I checked, last night. I just hope that no one else lost their homes, but it looks like it's getting better, so I'm praying that it does get better. So a little bit about me, guys. I have been on and off the wheels. I have been trying to stay committed, guys, but somehow, some way, I just go back to my old habits, and I start eating junk food and start eating things that are not going to benefit me in any way. I don't know what it is, guys. I mean, I was blaming it on Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving week. I was blaming it on Thanksgiving. Now I don't know what to blame it. Honestly, guys, it's not even anything. It's not the holidays. It's not anything. It's just you. And I've come to realize that that anything that you do and that you decide, you can accomplish it. But if you just keep on blaming whatever it is, blaming others, blaming the holidays, is nothing gets better. It's just, you're just making up an excuse for yourself. And maybe it is, maybe it is the holidays, maybe it is that, you have family over, you just don't want to just, not, say no to the food that they cook and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's your goals, and you're the one committed to. They're not the ones that have the, the vision and the mindset that you have. So I have to put that in my head, and you know what, guys, it's funny because I already know how that is. I already know how it is to feel very committed, like to the point, very committed to the T. And now I see myself as like, I'm so lenient. Like, anyone offers me something, and I'm like, okay, let's eat it. But you know what it is, guys, I'm not prepared because I don't currently have, I have like 3 meals, but not the way I have to have them planned. And for lunch I need to have carbs. At dinner I don't need to have carbs, and I have 3 dinner meals which don't have carbs, and I just don't eat them for lunch, and then I just forget about them for dinner. So I'm not planned, guys. That's the key, to be planned out and to have the meals that you need to have ready, just so you can microwave them and eat them. That's the best way in order to stay consistent. Other ways, if you're a stay-at-home mom, or I don't know, if you currently don't have a job or whatnot, maybe it is easier for you to just cook your meals, because who likes to just eat meals from the refrigerator? There's nothing better than having your fresh cooked meal. But I find it easier since I work and I take care of my daughters, and I pick them up, I help them do homework, and I have to study as well. So my time is very limited. If I find myself doing food, most likely I won't be eating what I need to eat, and I'll just eat whatever I am craving or whatever I feel like I want to eat. And that doesn't work for me, because then that's how I fall little by little off the wagon again. So that's how I usually fall off the wagon. It's by it's usually done in the weekend. The weekend is the hardest because I don't work, and some Saturdays, well, no, most likely every Saturday I will be going to work with my mom, and she works at a catering truck, and she has her own catering business. So I am going to start working there. And again, guys, when I was very committed, I would take my meals. These people, I would take my meals and to her catering truck, and I would just heat them up over there. And that's how I stayed committed, even working, you know, in her catering truck. Not that her food is not delicious, I love it, and I would rather eat something there. But if you have a goal, you have to stick to what your plan is. And that's how I was doing it. I was sticking to my plan. I was, you know, I would take my food in my Tupperware at her work, and I would just heat it up over there. And though I wanted to eat everything that there was there, I stick to my plan, and I would eat only on what I brought for myself. And so I know how to stay committed, guys. I've done it already. It's just something is just, you know what I feel is, I don't know if it's just like the stress of my test, maybe. I don't want to blame it on anything, but sometimes things take a toll on you. And I've been feeling like this, and I've been gaining weight ever since I started studying for that test. I already failed twice, guys, and you know, just knowing that you failed twice, it just really takes a toll on you. And something that you really want to achieve, you know, and you don't achieve it, is like, it brings you so down. And I made a choice to not let that bring me down, to not let that define me, and not let that be the end of me, because it's not. It's just the beginning, but it just feels like the end, you know. So I don't know if my test, you know, me having to take this test and having to prepare for it, I don't know if that's what's causing it, you know, subconsciously, mentally. I don't know, guys. I think it is, because like I said, ever since I started, you know, studying for that test, it has been going downhill for my health, and I've been gaining weight, and I have not been able to stick to my meal plans. I have not been able to stick to my, you know, water intake and my fitness and my workouts. I have not been able to stick to any of that. And I do truly feel like that has to do, and has a big part of it, has to do, is taking a big toll on me. So, I don't know, maybe it'll change after I complete this test and have it done. Maybe it'll change. I am not sure, and I pray to God that it does. And I feel like it does, because it's just going to be like a weight off my back, rather than having that weight on me and just stressing me out and me wanting to eat anything I see. And then, you know, sometimes I'm like, I go to the F it mode, like F it, like, you know, I have to study, so let's fucking eat, I don't know, anything fast and quick. And I just feel like I leave my fitness and nutrition, you know, to the side, because I want more time to study. And I would just pop anything, you know, in the microwave, or just eat anything, because I want more time to study. So I think it is, guys. I think it is that, but like I said, you know, the second time I failed my test, I told myself I'm not letting myself down anymore. I am not, you know, just because I'm studying for this test, I'm not going to keep gaining weight and letting myself down, and just, you know, neglect myself. So I told myself I actually cried the second day I failed. I came into my husband went with me, so I came into the car and I just started pouring tears, and he's like, why are you crying? I'm like, it's just so much things going on in my head. Like, I didn't feel no good about myself. Like, I felt like fat. I felt unwanted. Like, I felt so with very low confidence and all of that, and you know, for what I failed it. So then it's like, what's the use of not taking care of yourself when you can fail, you know? Rather than taking care of yourself, you have so much energy, so many benefits that come along with you taking care of yourself, mentally, physically, and you can, I've seen that I focus so much more when I take care of myself, and I wasn't focusing at all when I was not taking care of myself. Before I did the second test, I was eating everything. I was like super puffy from my face. I felt super bad, guys. It was like a horrible feeling, because how good and healthy you can feel when you have felt that before, when you have lost weight and you have just shed those pounds off of you, and then you going back to how you were. Is like, how good of a feeling it is when you do achieve your goals. And so it was a very emotional, I was in a very emotional state at that point, and I told myself I'm never neglecting myself again. Even if I have to study, even if I have to do this, even if I have to do that, I'm never neglecting my body and my physical mindset and my everything, myself, because I'm my priority. And if I'm not good, if I'm not sufficient, not working good, then everything else goes downhill. And that's how it went. So I told myself I wasn't doing that anymore to myself, and I haven't been able to. I do good in a week, and then I fall during the weekend, and then the rest of the week I'm bad. And then the other weekend, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start. I plan everything out, and then one week I'm like super good, I'm to the T, and then the weekend comes, and then I let loose, and then the rest of the week I'm bad. So it's like a vicious cycle, guys. One week I'm good, one week I'm not, one week I'm good, and I cannot be doing that to myself, because I'm just hurting myself. And so that's where I am, guys. And if you guys can relate to me, please reach out to me. Let me know what you guys feel, what you guys do in order to overcome a vicious cycle like this. And let me know what you guys do as a profession. If you guys go to school, what do you guys go to school for, and how do you guys work around it of going to school and trying to stay fit and on top of your nutrition. So let me know, guys. And like I said, I'm heading to work, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.